Hey guys, guess what I done went and done? Motor plates. Mid plate, front plate. Well, that's the mid plate. Front plate. I pulled the body off so I can modify. Remember, this was bolted together. I wasn't having that, so that's good. It was bolted together, which is good if only you got just wrenches to work with. But I got welding machines, cutting torches, all that good stuff. So I welded it. Put a fish plate on both sides. Put a plate across the bottom. Yeah, a lot stronger now. Looks better too, don't it? But I set the body back on because I want to cut this cowl. I want to cut this out. I got it marked right there. I want to cut. This is coming out because I want the distributor all the way back to here. Is what I want. That's gonna put the front of the motor about middle ways of this cross member. Yeah, that. Y'all know me, I ain't scared to cut nothing. After trimming the fat, that's what it looks like. You see, now I can move the distributor all the way back to the windshield. The new Firewall is gonna come right there. Backside of the dash was a lot of surface rust, so I wire brushed it, put some paint on it. Now motor plates. I got the front one and the rear one. That's the next on the list. Motor plates. There's a front plate. I got to trim it to fit. Mid plate, already got it in. I got some brackets tacked to the frame that it bolts to. You can see the back side. Yeah. Plate. See, it's thin, but hey, it can't be thick because that screws up the space between the torque converter and the flywheel. So you got to put a washer in there to make up the slack. So you don't want it too thick; it'll really screw it up. But yeah, I just got it tacked in case. I'm pretty sure I got the angle right for the dry shaft, but to be safe, I just got them tacked in case when I build the back half and start mounting the rear end, if I have to change the dry shaft angle, I can just cut those brackets and just re-weld them or re-drill them, whatever I need to do. So I just got them tacked for now. Front plate. Working on front plate now. So what's gonna happen is I made these brackets out of some scrap iron I had laying around. I got two of them. One for each side, and they go right here. See that custom fit? Rat rod fit. Anyway, they go right there. I'm making a template out of cardboard, and to make it easy, I got a small one that bolts to the block. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take another piece of cardboard like this and tape it to the other. And that'll give him my template. Yeah, piece of cardboard on each side, taped together. And then I can take the bolts out and put it on my mid plate, mark it and cut it. I mean my front plate and mark it and cut it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I got the motor. You see I got some blocks under the motor. Of course the mid plate's bolted up. I don't need the blocks on the back, but they're there. Front, still got it blocked up till I get the front plate tacked in and mounted, where the bracket's tacked, and then the plate bolted up, mounted. So yeah, simple as that. But I got the motor back. That's how far back I want it for now. We're gonna try that. It's a possibility my zoomies that come off the Falcon with this engine might spit this, I don't know. I'm gonna drag them out one day soon, probably try them, see. If not, I'll make new ones. I might make new ones anyway, because the ones that had on are a 2-inch. I like to go with 2 1/4, like Falkenstein blower motor. At 2 1/4 just sounds a lot better than the 2-inch. It's like a deeper tone. So I might be doing that. I bought me a cheapo angle finder to check the engine. See, I got about 4 degrees. Even with the stance little rate, the motor's still on an angle, so I think we're gonna be good with the dry shaft, but we'll find out in the future. But yeah, this it's got laser, 2-way laser. Yeah, this is cheapo, but if it works, it works. And of course, I got the frame level, I got the motor level. Well, it's kind of sorrow level. It's close enough for rat rod. We're good. Yeah, motor plates. Build a motor plate. So I'm gonna take the cardboard. I'm gonna tape some more cardboard on that for the pattern. Let's see what it looks like. Looks rat rodded, don't it? I got it marked. You see I got a pencil mark around that bracket, and I'm gonna trim this off here because I got mounting holes in the heads that I need to keep exposed. You know, my alternator goes in one, so we're gonna try that. So I got it marked. Top, the bottom don't matter because it's square across the bottom anyway. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna cut that. Then I have my template. I can lay it on the aluminum and cut it. I gotta be careful not to cut too much on the aluminum because I hadn't learned how to MIG weld aluminum yet. See, the rest of it don't matter. I just cut it off, and if I cut too much, I can just weld some back and cut again, whatever. But aluminum is a different story. I mean, I got a TIG welder, but I haven't learned how to use it yet. So I'm try not to cut too much off of this, so I don't have to weld it back. I'm gonna cut the template out and put it on here and mark it and cut it, see what happens. This will be my first hot rod build with motor plates. Have a front plate and mid plate. Transmission is gonna get a solid mount in the back, not a rubber mount. It's gotta be mounted solid. So the engine and transmission will be mounted solid in the chassis. But I was debating those motor plates. I said, it can't be too complicated. I see these guys doing these LS swaps, put motor plates. I said, if they can do it, anybody can do it. So, yeah, that. Looks good, don't it? I gotta get those old motor mount brackets off. I don't need them now, so, yeah. It's gonna be great. So leave me a comment, tell me what you think. I got the fender stuck on to see what it looks like. The plan is the hood should clear the valve covers barely. So I just had to cut a hole out for a tunnel ram, which will eventually be the blower. And when you shut the hood, the valve covers will be under the hood. And instead of like Falkenstein, the whole valve cover, the motor, everything's sticking up out of the hood. This one's not gonna be that. But I got distributor, the new Firewall is gonna come right here, right behind the distributor. I might make a plate that bolts on to cover this hole up. I don't know yet. Options, you got options. But since I moved that motor back like a lot, I mean, cause you see the motor mount used to be dead center of the cross member. So I moved it back like 8-9 inches. And by doing that, I should have plenty of room for a good sized radiator in the front, even if I had to lean it back a little bit. If it's too tall, I can drop it down between the frame rails. And if it's still too tall, I can lean it back a little bit and still have room for the blower belt and all that mess. So that's the plan. I'm gonna get out there and Junkyard Dog and measure the radiator and that, and see if that'll fit in here. If it will, I'm gonna order a radiator like that to put in this thing. No, I just measured the radiator on a Junkyard Dog. It's 33.5 wide, and I only got 28 inches between the frame rails. And it's 18 inches tall, so I could make that work. The tall height is good, just the width is too wide. So I'm about to get a smaller radiator at the shop and get one to fit in here. But the hood should shut with the valve covers still underneath it. Just a hole for a tunnel ram blower sticking up. That'd be cool, be fine. Yeah, the motor plate, I just got the brackets tacked in for the motor plates because I want to get the back half built and the rear end stuck under there to make sure my drive shaft angle is right. And I just got them tacked in case I need to cut them and adjust the motor up or down or whatever to get the angle on the drive shaft right. So yeah, that. Next up on the list, not gonna be in this video, but I got some wheels, 14-inch wide wheels ordered for the back, just some cheap steel wheels. And Wesley's got some tires I can borrow, 14-inch wide street tires. So I'm gonna mount those on those wheels and get them on my rear end, and start building the back half. That's gonna be the next on my agenda. And then when I get there, I got to build a roll cage. Yeah, got a lot of work to do. I'm getting it, just ain't got it yet. But it's coming along. Yeah, it's coming along very nicely. I'm happy with it. It's gonna be great. You guys leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. If you see something I screwed up or whatever, let me know. I think I got it under control though. Some of you guys probably want to know why I'm not using those tires and wheels to mock up. Well, that's the right size tires, but the wheels are, lug pattern is 5 on 4 3/4 Chevrolet, and my rear end is 5 on 5, so they won't even fit my axles. And plus they're only 10 inches wide, the wheels. The ones I'm gonna be using is 14 inches wide. That's how wide the tread on these slicks are, is 14, 13.5, 14, something like that. And the street tires I'm gonna borrow from Wesley, I think they're 13.5, 14, 15. I think he said that's 15 something. That'd be fine. I got room for 15. So that's gonna be great. Yeah, I can't use these mock-up. All right, guys, I just want to show you what I got going on out here. Keep you up to date, progress. slow. I got other things going on too, but I'm getting it. Just ain't got it yet. Appreciate you. See you next time.